Hi guys, my name is Kiana Simone and I'm back at it again with another video for my channel, Kiana Simone XO, and I'm here to teach you guys how to detach healthily. Anyways, I decided to make this video because I had created a TikTok video on my TikTok channel, Kiana Simone XO, and I basically said in the words of pretty much saying that me and my significant other broke up and I did not become a toxic witch. In fact, we both did it gracefully. And the comments, not saying there was a ton, it was literally only like 2 comments, so I'm not trying to like make it seem more than it was, but they were basically asking me how did I do it, and I thought about it. I really thought about it, and I realized that I detached from this person and I become detached in general throughout my whole life in the most healthiest way possible. I have learned to think more logically and less with emotion. Not saying that I do not act with emotion anymore, because I definitely do, especially at work. People love to push my buttons. But I have managed to start the journey of becoming more logical, and not saying that working or living off of emotions is a bad thing, but for me, it is not the best thing for me to do at this point of my life, because I have too many things that I need to get done that cannot be done if I am boohoo crying in my bed or yelling at people at work or just acting irrational. The best way that I've done it is removing my emotions from things and thinking more logically. It's worked in some cases, and sometimes my emotions jump out and scream. So I'm getting so much better. But I did want to give off some tips that I have learned in general. So the first thing is learning to let go. I'm going to refer to work and relationships a lot in this video. So when it comes to letting go, if you guys did not know, I'm in the military. My first job, I was in maintenance, and now I am in education and training. Let's just say I am not a maintenance girly at all, so I was not her at that job. I am her at this job, and it's taken a little bit of time for me to release the shackles of maintenance brain from my life, because what was happening was that I'm just doing my job, I'm really just chilling for real. But I started winning awards, and that's when I realized that who I was in the maintenance world, let's just not say that like I was the worst airman ever or the worst person ever, but I was not able to perform at the best of my capacity because I just was not feeling it, and I just could not get it. I could not get it. So I was harboring all these emotions of not feeling like anything. I was feeling like I'm a shitty airman, I'm a shitty person, I'm not good at anything. Now I've been winning awards, and I have slowly been releasing all of those negative emotions. Me letting go of critiques of other people, or just critiques in this job right now, I do still get critiques, has made me realize that people will critique me no matter where I'm at, no matter how good I am, and no matter how much I suck. Either way, someone's gonna talk about me. I've learned to let go of those emotions of other people's words or feelings coming at me. And with me letting go of those feelings or these emotions, I was able to hoard other ones that were better for me, like success, happiness, feeling of hope, and just feeling happy, like I said, happiness. So now I love my job. I have become a workaholic. You would have never known, like, coming from maintenance. Like, if you would have met me in maintenance, you'd be like, this girl's not lasting in the military. Now I'm just like, I'm that girl, like, what do you need help with? Like, come on. So now it's definitely been a great change of path. And when I also got accepted for the job, I almost did not go for the job because I was just like, I already suck at this job, so how am I gonna be good at that job? And I had to let go of the job that I was in to see how the new job would be. It was a huge leap because I was terrified. I was so scared. So what I'm saying is, in order to get more things in your life, you have to be willing to let go of the current situation or the thing. Another analogy that I could probably produce for you is, if you have a huge house, not even, actually, you have a small apartment you pretty much want to get a new couch, but you have too many couches or too much furniture, you're going to have to let go some of that furniture in order to get brand new furniture to fit in your living situation. Letting go will provide more space for you. So number 2, get rid of expectations for others. I have this idea of how a relationship should go or how people should act, and as I started working in this job along with like my relationships and reflecting on my relationships, I was the type of person that's just like, well, of course I'm gonna want to go on a date, of course I deserve flowers, so I shouldn't have to tell the person that I want flowers. And that's another thing that people like to say, like, oh, he should just know. Well, maybe he dated a girl that hated flowers or was just allergic to them. If he does not know, he or she does not know what you're into, then they're not going to be able to try to even get those expectations. But even still, people have other things going on in their lives to where what you expect them to do is not what they're able to do at the time. Another way that I realized that I expect a lot from people is because at work, I have a part of my job includes sending up forms in order to, not even me sending up forms, but people send me forms and I pretty much have to double check them to make sure that they're correctly filled out before sending them up. There's been a few times where the people were not understanding what I need them to do, and I'm just like, you should know this, but they shouldn't, because that's not their job to know it. It's my job to teach them and to help them understand what they're doing wrong, so that in the future that they can get it done in a quicker and more efficient way. So understanding that people are not going to know everything and that they cannot reach all your expectations, and especially if they don't know about them. Overall, whether or not someone stays in your life, you will learn something from them. Like I said, with this one of my past relationships, I learned how to be more graceful and how to just be more open and more reflective, because I've been in not even a ton, but situationships and relationships, friendships where I did not tell them what was going on in my life. I just expected them to understand or know what I wanted from them, but they can't do it unless I tell them. And even then, they may not be able to do it at the capacity or the ability that I need them to do it at. Number 3, get a life. So it is important to have your own life with any relationship, with anything, because you're gonna need an outlet to get rid of negative emotions to create more positive emotions, because someone or something cannot be all those things. Whether it's watercoloring or crocheting or just doing something that brings fulfillment into your life, because people cannot be everything at once. They will literally die. Next, number 4, be present in the moment, because things can change in a quick second. That is something that I realized and that I learned, especially being in the military, is that I cannot control everything. What I feel right now could easily change in the next 2 minutes, could easily change in the next few days. So instead of worrying about what's about to happen, worry about what's happening right now. Pretty much, I just want you to know that you should put yourself first majority of the time. I know circumstances may change things or whatever, but yes. And also realize that you're never alone. I'm about to bring y'all a scripture. In Hebrews 13, it says, keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. He is already telling you that you will be fine. Sometimes you may need to get rid of some things, but you're good. I have this idea that people are just added seasonings. So you have a plate of food, you have your macaroni and cheese, you have your chicken, and you have your collard greens, and then you have a dessert. Obviously, you should have all the seasonings you need for this meal, but the person that is coming in will bring in something different to the meal. They may have a different season that you never tried, and you will learn something from it. You may even steal some of their seasoning because you may need it for later, but you will not keep that person forever. If you do, that's good for you, but like, people are not objects, essentially. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.